Hello everyone and welcome back to the Respirit channel for the weekly Forex analysis. As you can see guys, I'm walking down the center of St. Petersburg and it's pretty big, so I'm just on one of the main boulevards, but I'm going home to make this weekly Forex analysis, so stay tuned until the end of the video. And if you appreciate my work, don't forget to click the like and share button. Peace. Okay guys, back on the charts, we're live. We have the weekend, the sun is shining, but we are at home, we are working, preparing for the next week. And let's get started with the Forex analysis, first with the Euro USD. So what you have in front of you is this super massive downtrend, which I expect to stop somewhere around this consolidation block. Okay, so we may find some support here and finally price can reverse to the upside. But before that, let's analyze the weekly and the monthly chart so we can get some clues about where the price is headed. So you see very strong monthly support area around here, which soon I expect to be tested. We also have some weekly levels marked here, so that's also areas where I am interested to trade the pair. So on the daily we have broken that trend line and we're currently going down, so let's delete this trend line and let's analyze the chart. So on the daily you can see super massive bearish price action, and it is going down in the borders of this channel. So since we have tested the previous resistance and the border of the trend line, I expect a further continuation to the downside, probably to this previous high. So this is the next zone. We should test it, maybe go a little bit further down, and that's it for the euro. Before that, I'm not ready to take any bullish trades, but if somehow we start breaking up the previous resistances, we can expect price to shift from bearish to bullish. So if we have some breakout with a retest, we can look for a buys around this area, for example. Or the same thing can happen if we break below this zone and we start retesting it for a bullish price action. And that's it for this chart, guys. So let's continue with the GBP USD. And what we're having here, very nice bearish channel on the 1 hour chart. But let's go back to the 4 hour and see the bigger picture. So this is it. We had a huge rally on GBP and currently we are going back bearish. So what we can get out of this, as you can see, price is still moving inside this channel, so let's mark it up and leave it like this. So if we start breaking up the channel, for example with some bullish breakout, we can but wait for a retest and then look for longs, so we can continue the new higher highs. And if that happens, it can be cool. Before that, we have bearish price action, so we should continue going lower. First target this low, and then we have to take out these lows here. So let's mark this important area of support. And let's see this little zone. Okay, so this is also kind of valid mini support for the price. And I will leave it like this. So probably this area will be tested this week. Let's see also Euro GBP. So here I have some positions. I'm holding already third week, so I can't wait to see my stops get hit or my take profit being taken. So currently what we're having a downtrend, and we have important breakout below this area of support, so I expect, of course, bearish continuation to the downside. Where are my take profit targets? And this is what I expect if price decides to go back bullish. If we go back, we will test again the resistance. If we break it, it will hit my stop loss. If not, then we can start going again bearish all the way back to these previous lows. And that's my little plan for this pair. Still nothing on this pair, just a consolidation. Let's go to the next chart, guys. We have the Euro USD, where I have had one trade. Actually, pretty interesting triangle have formed here. I have shared this trade on my Facebook profile, but at the end of the day, I waited for the pullback so I can get a really nice entry from here. Price started going down, but somehow it reversed and it hit my stop loss, which was somewhere here. So I got loss on this trade. Okay, so currently price is moving very bullish, and I expect a further bullish continuation since we have had this strong bullish impulse. Let's measure it up, and a correction to the 38.2% retracement Fibonacci level. So I expect maybe pullback or just a straight continuation to the upside. Maybe a little pullback to this previous area of support, maybe not. And by the way, if we're starting new bullish trend after this bearish momentum, then we need to have the higher highs and higher lows. So what we need right now is to make again higher low, and we to expect a higher high. So that would be interesting setup. So I will mark this zone as a support, and I will watch for any price action during this week. Maybe I will take a trade on this pair, but I don't like it too much, so we will see. Next, Euro JPY, very bullish chart. This is the 4-hour, but you can see it on the daily. Price really made a huge rally correction and is currently going up. We also have a bullish channel on the higher time frame, but not the best channel actually. So we definitely are closing above this previous high, so we have a very big chance to continue going higher on this pair. But I'm not interested because whoever bought here got the best price. Now it's near resistance, so let's leave it. I'm gonna switch to some USD pairs. This is the USD CAD. So here I explained how I expect a further bullish continuation. So this is what we have seen this week. Currently price is at the level of resistance, so if we break it, we're definitely going to test these previous highs and this trend line. So if we break above this trend line also, we can wait for some pullback to get a really nice buy for a further bullish continuation, but that's weeks ahead in the future, so I will leave this chart for now. What we can do for this week is wait for a pullback to this previous area of support and wait for bullish signals to get on some nice bullish rally to the upside with take profits somewhere here or a little bit above. So that's it for this chart, guys. Let's move to the next one. USD ZAR. Here we have broken very important area of resistance, so now it becomes support, and if we somehow come back to this area, we can look for bullish signals for a further continuation to the upside. Okay, and that's for now, guys. On the monthly, you can definitely see very bullish price action. So we are definitely breaking the previous highs, and that is giving us only bullish opportunities. Another case, guys, if price starts going down for a while, we can find a very nice area of support here. And if that happens, I recommend you to watch for a bullish signal somewhere here, the daily chart, so we can continue with the bullish trend. Okay, so we have GBP JPY, which is also going bullish with everything against the JPY. I'm not sure if I have shown you the USD JPY, so here it is. Let's check this out first. So finally price broke above this area of resistance, and we have spoken about 2-3 zones in the previous video. Now you can see that price is breaking every single one of them, so we can expect a further continuation all the way back to this level of resistance. So this is the target for the bulls, and if you're in it, hold your trade because everything can happen. In other case, if we make some pullback to this zone, for example, we can also look for a bullish signals for further continuation to the upside, and finally finally we can hit this resistance. Our chart is US oil, so I have a bunch of small positions here on US oil, the crude oil. So actually expected we to continue bullish, break this resistance, but we have had very bearish Thursday, and we're currently recovering. So I expect, since we have this bullish trend, to continue with our goals. I have already set my stop losses in case of a bearish scenario, but I'm more positive on this trade because I really expect a bullish continuation to this previous resistance area. So I may take 3 positions at this resistance, one at this resistance, this previous high, and maybe one at this high over here. So that's it for this chart, guys. Let's move to gold. So special attention on gold, guys. We have a very bearish week. As you can see on the weekly, we are super bearish, but let's see what we have on the monthly chart. And as you can clearly see, price is rejecting very important resistance area on the monthly chart. So if we go back to the daily, you can see that that actually happens after very interesting expansion wedge pattern, which is marked with these trend lines here. So what we expect after such a pattern: a bearish move all the way down to nearly the size of the whole pattern. So if we apply this, we can expect price to go a little bit more further to the downside. So on the daily, what we currently have, very strong momentum, correction to the upside, and then continuation down. And on the last Friday day, I have opened 2 positions. Let's check them out. Since price started correcting to the started pulling back to the previous resistance. So let's see what we have. On the 4-hour chart, you can clearly see price made these 2 support and resistance areas. So in Friday we have tested this resistance, price rejected at the time of the news, so we are currently going down, at least in my opinion. On the daily, the candle is rejecting. So next week is very important to see how the first days of the week will go with the candles. So if price goes bullish and close above the resistance, then we have to admit that we have a chance the price to pull back to a broken resistance, to turn that into support and we to continue higher. But before that, I'm still very bearish. So let's draw a trend line here, and as you can see, price is pretty much respecting this trend line. Can we make such on the downside? Well, maybe something like this can be the border of our channel. So price definitely have room to the downside, definitely have some room to the upside. But if we go to the weekly, you can see that on all time frames price is pretty bearish, closing below this levels resistance. So that is important. If now we continue bearish, then definitely we have to go back to this previous weekly support zone. Where is my actual take profit? Anything else, guys? Let's see Bitcoin, and here I have something to share with you. So overall I was bearish on this chart, selling from this retest of this triangle pattern. I expected full continuation to the downside all the way back to the, what did I touch? All the way back to the 25,000 zone area. So this hasn't happened yet, but I have managed to take some profits here and to re-enter somewhere here. Finally, I have closed my trades when price printed a very interesting reversal pattern on the 1 hour chart. So I was pretty much in profit when I saw this head and shoulders pattern. So I decided that I have to leave this chart for a while, because this is a very strong reversal pattern, and I have seen these patterns on Bitcoin giving pretty nice results. For example, if we take some sort of an M pattern like here or here, you can see that price is really respecting these patterns and I really like them. Let's see another M pattern here, same thing over and over. Maybe some head and shoulders we can track. Here is one reversal head and shoulders, but that's another story. Here is one head and shoulders. You see the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. So some patterns will appear over and over on the price chart. So I entered a buy position from here and have closed my profit somewhere here, because this is the target of the head and shoulders. So you take the size of the head, maybe not the full size, don't be too greedy and expect. I saw this resistance around this high, so I take my profit here. Now currently the price is a little bit higher, so you can see that here price continued during the weekends, and I can't see this on my broker, which is not allowing Bitcoin to be traded during the weekend. So from this strong resistance area, as you can see here are all the highs, we can expect rejection and going back bearish. So this is some trade that I may take the next week. So let's see how price action will continue tomorrow and see what we can get. Currently price is at very strong area of resistance on the 4 hour chart. You can see it. If we break it, then we have a solid proof to go bullish with the new trend. So that is also another interesting scenario. So let's see what will happen. We have checked gold. Also the NAS 100 is super bullish these last 2 weeks, so it's breaking previous resistances and probably is chasing this previous highs over here, and that should happen this week. Or if we can get a pullback to this previous support, maybe we should wait for a bullish signal for a further bullish continuation, and that is another possible scenario. Okay team, that's it for the weekly forex analysis. I'm gonna stay here, chill out a little bit, enjoy the beautiful view, and we'll see you in the next video. Until that, I wish you successful trading, hard discipline, and keep on chasing your goals. I believe in you.